All right, guys, so many of you have already gotten started on the next part of your website, and I'm going to refer to this as your subtopic page. And so, my subtopic page that went along with my question, how can sustainable eating be achieved in the United States? And what are the most effective and accessible ways that all people can eat sustainably? By Friday or by the end of this week, I want to make sure that this part of my website answers that question because that's the whole point of a research question. It helps focus our research and helps us be very particular with what we decide to take notes on. So, here, some of you guys have gotten to do this already. If you go to change image and you go to select image, I did a search and I looked up insects or bugs so that my background fit with my subtopic. You guys can certainly do that today as well, whether it has to do with plastic use, pollution, renewable energy, etc. And then this question here, some of you might have done the same thing where you copy and pasted it up top just to keep yourself focused. But just remember that you don't have to keep that there by Friday. That can be deleted by the end of the week. So, our focus or our objective today is creating an introductory paragraph for this next part of our website. An intro paragraph is going to do three things. An intro paragraph is going to do three things. Your first sentence is going to be your hook. This is going to interest your reader, it's going to engage them, and it's also going to introduce the topic. Your second sentence is going to be your claim. Your readers should not be in suspense while they look at your website and wonder, does this person like climate change? Do they want it to stop? They should not be left wondering about that. You should be the one answering those questions. And your third part, and I'm saying part instead of sentence because you might have a couple of extra sentences here for your claim or even your hook. And so your third part is going to be what I like to call your foreshadowing sentence. And your foreshadowing sentence is that sentence that just lets your readers know exactly what they're going to be reading about as they move further into your website. Okay, sorry, kind of messy. So, when I was thinking about my a topic or subtopic of sustainable eating, one of the things that came to mind was of course Lion King. Simba was kind of put in a similar situation that I feel we as United States citizens are kind of going through. We love beef, we love tacos, we love bacon, we love pork, all these different things. But when asked to think about possibly eating insects, Simba was asked to eat slugs. The idea is kind of gross. So I decided to use the scene from The Lion King as my hook. And so here it's a little bit longer, but again, if I have a reader that's watched The Lion King or is into Disney, that is going to engage them right away. So my subtitle here, A New Diet, that is going to be kind of foreshadowing that hopefully we're going to transition into doing more with insects versus eating beef all the time. One of the most memorable scenes from Disney's movie, The Lion King, is when Timon and Pumbaa convince Simba to give up his rich diet of antelope for some slugs. Slimy yet satisfying, as you guys see here in the picture, was his response to this new delicacy. So now I'm getting into my claim. Many Americans might have this same feeling, so this is connecting to what I just said about what Simba was being asked to do. Many Americans might have the same feeling about substituting beef or chicken for edible insects. So now my readers know for sure edible insects. That's probably going to be something that they're going to read about here. While eating bugs might be a new concept for Western Hemisphere residents, over 2 billion people worldwide consume these critters as a regular part of their diet. So here, my claim is about substituting edible insects in place of livestock. And I also included a direct quote here just to show that the United States is actually kind of like a step behind. Like, this isn't some new phenomenon. People all over the world are already eating bugs and insects. And then lastly, my foreshadowing sentence. And this is going to let my readers know that when they scroll down my website, they are going to see more information about this. Since livestock is a huge contributor to greenhouse gases, insects can be a great alternative for the earth and your health. So, my readers can know I'm going to talk about greenhouse gases. why this is such a big deal. Beef and pork, they're huge contributors to it. So I'm going to talk about that. Number two, when my readers scroll down, they're also going to find out some of the health benefits behind eating insects. Good source of protein, has healthy fats. And then number three, why eating insects is so much better for the earth. So again, your intro paragraph is going to be up top. You want to make sure that when you're going back and revising, you are checking for those three parts. Doesn't necessarily have to be just 3 sentences, but it should have those 3 parts: your hook, your claim, and your foreshadowing or transition sentence, which will transition into the next part of your website. If you guys need help with your writing today, I'll be available for a Google Meet at 11 a.m. and also 1 p.m. If it so happens that it gets kind of busy in there, feel free to exit the meet and join, 10, 15 minutes later, and I'll be happy to help you guys.